Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a makeup tutorial on this look right here. It's a very fresh summery coral makeup look and I absolutely love how this look turned out and I absolutely love how my skin looks today. It's so beautiful, so flawless, except a couple of breakouts that I have. It's definitely the heat in Mumbai. So before we get started with the video, please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and also follow me on my Instagram. Now let's get right into the video. So I have already prepped my skin and now I will directly begin with the base. So for my foundation, I will be mixing two foundations like usual, and I'm using the Dior Skin Forever foundation and the Nykaa SKINgenius foundation. I will be mixing them both. The Dior one is in the shade 40 and the Nykaa one is in the shade 03. Also, I will be mixing the MAC Strobe cream and I just make a mixture and apply it on my face. So I'm taking half a pump of the Dior foundation and a drop of the Nykaa foundation. Also a little bit of strobe cream. So as you can see, my skin looks very luminous and healthy, and that's the look we're going for today. Now for concealer, I'm using the Addict Pro Concealer in the shade medium beige. So I'm using this to cover my dark circles. In order to highlight my face further, I'm using this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This is in the shade medium and this concealer is 2 to 3 shades lighter than my skin tone. So I will be using this to highlight the high points of my face. To set all those concealed areas, I'm using a loose powder by Makeup Revolution. This is the Banana Luxury Powder. I will be using this eyeshadow brush to set my under eyes. To fill in my eyebrows, I'm using this dark brown eyeshadow Cypress Umber from the ABH palette and I'm using an angled brush. Now to set my brows, I'm using this NYX Tinted Brow Mascara and this is in the shade Espresso. This is actually the first time that I'm using this mascara. This brow mascara actually makes my brows look very bushy. I don't know if it's just in my head, but I actually like the effect that it gives. Now moving on to the eyes, for my transition, I will be using a blush. This is the Freedom Professional Blush in the shade Rare and this is actually a really pretty coral color. So this was the only matte coral color that I had in my collection. I don't really have any coral eyeshadows. So we will be using this as a blush and this is actually a really nice hack. Your makeup products are actually very versatile. So you can use a blush as an eyeshadow and a lipstick as a blush. So you can actually create these makeup looks with whatever you have. Then I will be using an orange shadow on a precise blending brush. For that I'm using this Modern Renaissance palette and I'm taking the shade Real Gar. So I will be picking this shadow with a shader brush and I'll just place it on the outer corners of my eyes. Just a very little bit because I don't want the orange to be the dominating color of this eye look. I really want the coral to pop. So I'm just placing a very little bit of orange and I will be blending it with this blending side. Now for my lid color, I will be using this Fash Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. I don't really recommend this palette to you guys because this palette is literally shitty. But there are a couple of shades which are really nice. This palette has almost more than 100 shades, but there are only like 4 to 5 shades which work really well, especially the metallic ones. So for my coral lid color, I will be using this eyeshadow right here. It might look a little darker in the pan, but trust me, it's a very beautiful coral color. In order to intensify the shadow, I'm using my fingers. For my lower lash line, I'm taking this orange color Real Guard again, and I'm just using a very little bit on my lower lash line. I'm focusing this more on the outer corners of my lower lash line. I'm not dragging it inwards. Then for the inner corner of my lower lash line, I'm using the metallic coral eyeshadow and just placing it. Now for my inner corner and brow bone highlight, I'm using this shade Vimeo from the ABH palette again, and I'm just highlighting the brow bone and also the inner corners of my eyes. To finish off the eyes, I'm using a mascara, and this is by L'Oreal. It's the Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. This is how it looks like. This is the first time I'm using this mascara. We're done with the eyes. Now coming back to the face, I want to use something very luminous and illuminating. So for that, I'm using this Lakme Absolute Moonlit Highlighter. This has a darker bronzer side as well. So I'm just taking this on a very dense brush. I just have a very little product left, so I'm just scraping the last bits of this product. And I'm just gently placing it in the areas where I want to bronze. I'm not dragging this product everywhere. Now for blush, first I'm using this same Freedom blush which I used on my eyes. Now I'm using the MAC Extra Dimension blush in the shade Hard to Get, and I'm using this as a blush topper. So I'm just taking a very little amount on the brush. For highlighter, I'm using my favorite Soft and Gentle by MAC, and I'm not using a lot of highlighter. I'm just taking this on this fluffy brush and I'm just draping this across my skin. Now finally for my lips, I'm using this PAC lip liner in the shade Mauve to line my lips first. Then for lipstick, I'm using my favorite lipstick which is Retro by MAC. This is a satin lipstick. So I'm just using this lipstick as a tint first. So I'm just dabbing this on my lips. Then I'm using my Dior Addict lip gloss, and this is in the shade 785 Diorama. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!